Ladies and gentlemen, the Madness Entertainment Group presents Put the Comic Artist Hour with Les Garner.
We are back, and yet again, we're continuing on this journey with some animation. So I'm back right where we were last week, and knocking down some more keyframes, or actually got all my keyframes. Now I'm doing some in-betweens, and sometimes on the in-betweens, all you really need to do is manipulate the key that you've got. So that's kind of a nice place to be at. Let's turn off his hair and the skeleton that I roughed in last week. And then we need to see, I've got my onion thing turned on. So, oh yeah, I need to make sure I turn off that color so I can see. So the red is going to be where I'm going to, and the blue is where I'm coming from. And I've already duplicated this frame, and now I'm going to alter it a little bit with the the mesh warp tool, just so that it's a little more organic than just a copy and paste and move. Excuse me. So there's that. I'll give that a second. Ooh, it's chugging pretty hard today. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so then we're going to need to duplicate that again. We're going to right click, hit duplicate layer. So now that's going to give us, what is that, 6B? It's a 6B. Or is that a 7? Can't tell. No, it's... It's not 6A. 6A is what we already got there. 6A1. Well, I don't like that. So let's go in here and do that again. 6A, right click, duplicate. Okay, now we've got 6B. And going to choose 6B. And let's make sure that I have that all filled, because if it's filled, then we can use the puppet warp. So I'm going to take a pen and just come in here and make sure that I've got all the way over filled. Okay, there's all that, all that. Just a good hold line around this whole thing right here is going to make this a whole lot easier. Now then, drag a selection around there. I'm going to come in and make sure I've got white set up right there. Doing advanced fill, so that's going to fill everything behind it there. Now I'm going to come in and fill everything outside of it with clear pixels. Excuse me. Then that's going to let me then come in and use my trusty puppet warp. So boom, boom, boom. We'll do the head, shoulder, shoulder. Let's pin one right here, and we'll come right here. So and that's going to let me move all of that. Move that one down. Here we go. Now then, I'm going to duplicate that frame. Right here, duplicate. That's going to make 6C, which I'll go to the next frame, right click and go in and apply that. And now I'm going to hit the puppet warp, and we're going to come in here and just start manipulating him a little bit with that. Let's see where he's going here. That ought to be okay. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Okay. So now we're going to end up with a 6. What is this one? Duplicate. It's going to be 6-2. So 6-2 goes in here. And 6-2 is going to need to have all of its empty pixels filled in. Take a pen and we're going to come through here and just make sure that we have a nice hold line for this, because that's going to allow us to go back to our puppet morph. Now we'll fill with clear pixels. Clear that selection. Now we can hit the puppet morph. So pin the head, and take the shoulders. This is all subtle movement. When you get down into the in-between frames, it really gets subtle. So boom, boom. Now one more of these, and we're almost done with all the in-betweens for that big chunk right there. So duplicate the layer. That's going to be 6-3. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. And since we had that all filled in, that's going to make this much easier to cope with. Should I turn my opacity down that layer a little bit? Let's turn it down just a touch so I can see a little clearer. Okay. So we're going to go one here, here, and here. So I'm really focusing on the head, the shoulders, and the sword. And it's just a subtle little movement. And we'll turn that opacity back up. Turn our onion skin off. Boom. I think this one right here could may actually just delete that frame, and then we'll build it again off of this one. Let's see. Come in there and delete. So then let's duplicate that one. That's going to be 6C. And there it is. And that should give us something we can smooth out a little bit better. So I don't want to move it all just yet. Cancel that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that brings those shoulders in the line there. There's that head getting in line. Shoulder there. Shoulder there. Let's bring that up. Hope I'm getting that right. Boom, boom. All right, let's move on. Now, since we're building off of this frame, I think it's already nicely filled. We will, let's go about midway between those. Duplicate the frame. That's going to be 7A. So now we go to 7A. And I'm going to turn the opacity down just a little bit. Go to our puppet warp. Place some points, some control points here. So here we go. Now I know I'm going about the midway between these, so right in there is where I want to be with that. And then we're going to swing this guy on around here. Let's see how that's looking. Probably need to add a little bit more to that drawing. quick ink lines here. There's that. Let's make sure we fill that in. Now then, so there we've got that. Boom, boom. Okay. Then 2, 3. So let's go right here, and we'll do a new frame. Duplicate that one. It's going to be, what did I just call that? 7A. It's probably going to be 7B. Yep. So now we'll right click, place 7B in its spot, turn my opacity down just a little bit, and I'm going to puppet warp that. Let's see now. Let's come here, here, here. Where are we at? Okay. Yeah, we want that over here. I think I'm heading in the right direction here. I'm going to drag that frame over one. Oh, hey, darling. Then I am going to, since he's swinging back through here, I'm going to drop a copy of frame 7 right there.
When you have those cubes up there, you can be yelling, "It's clobbering time!" Look like Ben for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see here now. Let's drop a key right here. Duplicate 7.2. So we come in here. Doink. Drop the opacity on it. My lovely wife just popped in with some coffee for me. She's awesome. So let me just tweak those a little bit. I'm going to reach over here and get me some coffee real quick, folks, because I needs it.
Yeah, we got me some too.
I got my big old coffee jug here. I'm gonna drop some of this out, and we'll get back to animating this. Let that cool down just a little bit. Let's see here now. Boom, boom. Now I need to cycle through these frames a little bit here. Let's see. Let's turn on the other stuff. See how we're looking. I think I want to go ahead and animate some of the skeleton because it covers some stuff up, and if it covers stuff up, then that's stuff that I don't have to draw, and that makes me happy.
Work smarter, not harder.
Pretty much. Okay. So let's go here through here and see if we can't smooth out some things about this skeleton animation. So I'm going to go ahead here and let's see. think. I'm going to go ahead and make a whole new animation layer. I'm going to put a new cell right here. It's going to be a relatively finished drawing of the skeleton's head. So let's just go ahead and do a quick little thing here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Here. I love how forgiving animation is when you're drawing. Let's see. Why is my pen behaving like that? You check my pen settings on my Cintiq for a second. I've been tweaking on some stuff lately, so let's crank that back up a little bit. All right, that's better. Go. Boom, boom. Oh, I didn't have adjust by speed turned on. That's why it was so janky feeling. That's okay. So there's that. Now then, we're going to come in here. Some stuff going on. So then let's just put some little teeth on here. Bring this in here. Okay, boom, boom. And drop some black in here. I'm going to come in here. I think I want a little bit of line of white in here. Now then, let's select all that. I'm going to do an advanced fill. And clear those frames out. And I could even come in here and add some little stuff, because I'm going to animate this with tweening. Okay. So then let's take this guy. I have frames drawn down here showing where I want it to all end up. So we're going to take this guy and set him to have animation keys. And there we just set a key right there. So now then I'm going to come in here and move him like this. And then we're going to move him like this. Okay. So now if we go back and we watch that play through, whop, whop. And we can then make a new animation layer that'll have his body coming in here. Let's go ahead and set a key for this on over here. One right there. Now we can come in here and we'll just, oops, didn't want to do that. Pull that on back here. It's kind of a cheap way to do it. Now here's an interesting little tidbit. So say you've got an animation layer that you're animating with shape keys like that, and you want to edit the drawing. Well, right now I can't just draw on that, but this little button right here, edit layers with active keyframes, will take me back inside that layer so that I can now, if I have it selected, come in here and edit. So let's add some shadows and stuff. Here we go. And now when I come back out of that, you'll see that that is carried through the entire thing. So, so I want that key to be right there. And then that one is going to have a key right there. Then we can drag the side of that frame on back. Come back here, a few more keys, a few more frames. And we'll pull him off like that. And we'll come back here, zoom in a little bit more, and take him off screen. And since that's where he'll be coming in from, doesn't need to be shown up in there any more than that. So now, and then we can come in here and tweak this stuff. Okay, I don't like that keyframe, so I'll just right click it, and I don't want to delete frame, I want to delete that keyframe. And I think, yeah, I can just hit the delete key, can I? No, I can't. Let's see. Switch, there we go, delete. So now it should be smoother. Now I'm just going to add a little bit extra movement here to him. Let's see where that goes. So it goes down right there. So I want to go a little further down right here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, all right. Not bad. Coffee, coffee, coffee. All righty. Now let's add that next layer, animation layer. I'm going to, no, don't do that. I want another animation layer. I'm going to pull that one down below that head layer. And then let's select that. I'm going to lock that so I can't accidentally screw with it. And then from right here on this layer, I'm going to add a new keyframe. And actually, no, we're going to do that right over. Let's do that right here where I can see a little bit more of the guy's body. Add that keyframe right here. And from there, let's go this, boom, hints of spine right here. And I'm actually thinking I want to throw a skeletal arm thing up in here. Sharp angling. And go right here. Right here. Boom. Boom. 2, 3, 4. Boom. 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 And doink. 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 2, 4. Yeah, liking that. And then we're going to throw another hand. Let's see. Up here. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I know that's a janky drawing, but I'm trying to just get this thing worked on in here. Okay. And then let's make sure that's all filled. Try to turn this heater off. It's actually starting to cook me in here. All right. And then we want to fill that with black. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to just go with keys, animation keys on here. So from there, let's drop a keyframe here. Boom. Let's drop another one here. I'm going to pull this guy down like this. Let's see. There. And from there, we're going to pull him on down. And then here, he's going to be completely off screen. Okay, now then, let's pull that body on back here. Go to each of the keys that I've already set for our fellow there. And we're going to roughly match those. This is not an exact science by any stretch. Of course, it'd help if I quit selecting my other layers. Okay. Where's that neck at? There's that neck. So then I'll move that to come. It's a little too big. Here we go. I'm thinking that's going to go up above that. Now, I'll peel that back real far. Well, I've lost my drawing. Okay, here it is, here it is, here it is. Do-do-do. Okay. That is so annoying when it accidentally selects something other than what I want. Let's just give that a quick playback and see what we got. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Let's lock that guy. Lock that one. And then I'm going to come back in here now.
I'm gonna lie, Les. I wish I had the money to pay you to animate stuff for me.
Well, I wish I had the money to pay me to animate stuff.
I mean, I give you a paid reason to be doing this. I wish I could give you a paid reason to be making stuff like this rather than just doing it for people to watch. I'd rather you were making something you were getting paid for. I just ain't got no money to pay you, man. Or I'd have you working on some fucking thing. Count on me.
That is what it is.
I do got ideas though. I told you I want to talk to you after the show about a couple of things because you got some ideas that may turn into something we can use, something we can make money on, something you can make money on, something I can get a leg up in the industry on,
Oh, I got you. Need to alter that.
I definitely have a possibility of setting up the first Madness Road show at a con.
Cool.
And you're one of the people I want to be there. So, got to do this right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you.
We'll have a headliner. We'll have one of the best artists in the game. Board and RPG game creator, author. We're gonna pack the booth if we can make this happen. We'll get 3 or 4 Madness people all up there at the same time. We'll do a Madness panel. All of it, right?
Oh yeah.
No doubt. I mean, I've got it figured out, and I finally might have my foot in the door. So,
I'm doing something kind of tricksy right here. See how I moved that drawing off, and now I'm like completing parts of it,
like putting in the rest of the skeletal remains.
Yeah, just throwing some extra stuff in here. Well, that's a lot of that stuff isn't even going to show up, but I'm having it in here so I can make sure that. So now I'll move this back down where I know it originally kind of was. I'll come back out of the edit mode. And now when that arm passes by, you see it's complete. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Let's edit that some more.
And get the arm too, and make the forearm and hand fly off.
Okay. There's that.
Looks like sword gets arm too.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about that.
Just split the hand off into the corner of the screen. Right?
It's funny with this stuff is a lot of times when it's up to speed, you know, like you can't even see some of the stuff that's happening. Let's go in here and make sure that I've got that drawing all filled in. Here, And there we go. Boom, boom. Grab a bucket. Now we're going to pull this back down here. Ah! There he goes. So now that should be visible through there. See, the thing I want is for that hand to pass in front of the head going away from me. And that's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Let's grab all of this, cut it. I want all of it. And I'm going to cut it. And then now that that's in memory, I'm going to put this stuff back here. Come out of here. I'm going to do a new animation layer. We'll do a new key. Let's do it right there just so I have good reference. Do a new cell right there. Then that cell, actually I could just paste that and that becomes that cell. So now we've got the arm back there. Let's move that down below the head in this stack over here. And then we can come through here, expand that out, and we're going to give that animated keys. Set a key for this frame. So now, like right here, we're going to grab that arm and put it somewhere down here. Okay. And now that hand is going to stay past the head, which is what I wanted. Hand comes jumping in out of nowhere. That's funny. You can find a key that has everything together. Let's pull it back. Come here, here with it. That's going to be the key where the hand first comes in, I think. So now, nice. Rawr. Swag. Alrighty. And let's go select that folder. And we're going to lock that baby off. See, that one should be locked off. Let's close it up. That one right there is that. So we want that locked and closed. Where are we going here? Let's see. Now we don't even need that one anymore, so I can just hide all of that. Yay! Okay. Now then, let's come on down here, straighten it back up, and we can focus on him some more. So I am debating with myself in a number of ways about him. So I'm thinking that it's time to come in here and let's turn that whole animation layer's opacity down. I said turn that thing's opacity down. Doodly doot and doot doo. So what is all that? Why do I have two of those? I don't like that. So we're just going to get rid of that one. There we go. Now we can turn that opacity down. And then this hair layer, we're going to turn its opacity down. Okay. And just like inking a comic, I'm going to go ahead and do new folder here, and we're going to start doing some finishes on this. And I think I'm going to do the hair and all of him, just all of him in one. I'm going to try to do it in some connected ways so that it's not separated out quite so much. So let's just go ahead in here and boom, 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 boom. All that. I really should be doing this in vector mode, but I'm not. So there. Come through here. This is the part where I will get super quiet because I'm concentrating a lot. Add some bulk to him. Go. Boom. Do that. Here we go. And how much of this do I want to be coming through here? Not much. So now let's do that. Just gonna fill these in. I think I'm gonna do a couple of spots like that. Now then, let's select it all, get it all blocked in with white. Kill the outer color there. Okay. And then I think that I'm going to set this layer to multiply right now. And what that's going to do, I'm going to be able to see through the white that I've blocked in, but if I hit puppet, that's all still solid, so I can still grab it and use it like a puppet like that. So I definitely need retime a little bit of this so that we end up with, let's see. So I'm going to pull something kind of funky with this. So I'm going to animate bits of it with these shape keys, but then have bits of it that are drawn in betweens. And in the end, I will export all of those frames as PNGs and then import them all back in so that I have a continuous layer of drawn cells. Let's see. So right now, I just want, I'm going to walk through here with him, I think. So there's one. So now let's do duplicate of that. And here's going to be where we put number 2. Okay. And then I believe, I want to double check here, but I believe I can squeeze this down here. And then if I hit, yeah, that's cool. So I could just keep hitting that and adding cells, but then not have to see past the one that I'm on. So, boom, boom. And I'm going to turn that layer's opacity down so I can see. I may just have to turn it off so I can really see what I'm doing here. Oh, I had something funky on there, didn't I? Let's just move you down here. That's what was going on there. Okay. That makes sense now. All right, so now we come back up here. Let's turn this one back on. And I'm going to, oh, do I really want to do this? Yeah, I do. Let's click on there. Let's just see where we're at now. So I'm just clearing out some pixels there. And then we're going to come in here and clear out a few more. And I just know that I want to have that drawn in there a little differently. Okay. And there we go. Boy, howdy, did I put that in the wrong place? Okay. Now we need to have some of that. Boom, boom. I do not like that. So I'm going to delete it because there we go. Let's just do key with this guy like this. 2, 3. Okay, now then we're going to let's drop a key right there. Grab that. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So I know I need more of him there. So I'm going to come into the drawing here and we're going to add plenty of this down here so I've got enough here to mess with. Most of that's not really going to matter, but it will come back eventually. Some of it will. So, yeah. Fill it, fill it, fill it. And let's move him back down into place. Do that. So So now, a new cell on there. Yeah, I don't want a new cell on there. I want to do a new animation layer over top of that. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So there's that. And I'm going to come into this frame and select all of it. I'm going to come up here and just delete that. I'm going to paste that in. Why did you do that? You turd. Delete that. Fine. You want to be that way? I'll just delete then. So here we've got that. We're going to put number 1 right there. So that matches up. Okay. And then this is going to change. Okay. So I am actually thinking I'm going to rescind my original idea here and go in here and make this hair a separate thing. So actually thinking about it, I don't even need to do that. You know what? We're going to scrap both of these layers. Boom. Boom. There's that. Because I'm thinking that my hair layer is pretty close to good to begin with. So let's turn that off. Turn its opacity up. And what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I think the internet is dead today.
I'm very tempted to bite the bullet and come in here and just finish animating out this hair all key by key. Boom. 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 No, that should be down here. Why is it not down there? And then that should not necessarily be right there. The puppet warp is so your friend. Okay. I am thinking I might be able to pull a fast one here with an adjustment layer. Let's do a new correction layer. We're going to do, let's do this the Trixie way. We're going to put a folder over this. Folder is just going to sit right there. And that folder is going to be set clip to layer below. It's going to be set to through. And then that's going to allow me to put correction layers inside there. So let's do a level correction layer. And we'll put that through here. And then what that should let me do is that not letting that see through there? Because that is trash if not. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I can't do that in its own folder. That sucks. That's fine. So then we'll just delete you. And this guy right here is going to be set to clip to layer below, and then that should let me play with this line work in here a little bit.
What's up, Dustin? Popping in the chat.
Can this
Let's start week 4 of animation education. What's that?
Interesting. Well, that's definitely a way to get some of that. Do I have layers in here that have their opacity turned down? Because if I do, that's going to make me cry a little bit. Because I don't want to have to hunt through all those layers.
I know what you mean.
It looks like they're good. So then I'm gonna say that I can go ahead and duplicate that, and maybe even set it to multiply and get heavier lines out of it. So now let's run this back.
We will be hanging out with Dustin over there on Bill tonight, watching a movie. 12 Monkeys we're going to watch tonight.
Oh, 12 Monkeys is such a great movie.
Yeah. We're going to be watching it tonight. Bill. We'll watch it long. Hang out, we talk. We watch a movie. Because we can. Can't do that shit on YouTube.
Okay, now we're getting into some tweakiness here. And
oh, that's right. Tomorrow's the movie. I don't know what day it is. Don't worry about it. The days have started to run together.
I'll do that.
I got another show. That's my life. I got another show.
That one needs to have a little bit more of an attitude going that way.
So I've been sitting here trying to think about like the logistics of running the network while I'm at the con, right? So I'd be there and I'd have my laptop. I'd have access to everything I need access to. It would just be pulling myself away from whatever we're doing on the floor to go over there and set up the next show at the right time. You know what I mean? So I'd really have to be paying close attention to my schedule. But what would be cooler than doing comics across the pond from the floor of a Comic-Con live?
Oh, that sounds cool, man.
You know, and then just go out when the show's over. The show's over. We go to covering stuff on the con floor and whatnot. And then the next show comes up is the Q&A draw stream, and boom, it's on the big screen behind us while we're doing stuff with people on the con floor, right?
Yep.
And I just got to remember to go over there and set next show up. As long as I don't get too caught up in the actual activities on the con floor, I should be able to pull off going through the whole weekend doing our regular schedule as well as full day coverage of the con.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All 3 days, you know. Now, yeah, I'm gonna have to be up till at least 1 o'clock in the morning, both Friday and Saturday nights, because of shows. You know, I'd still, like I said, I'd still have to be pulling off the regular schedule, right? So
Yeah.
I'm up pretty late both nights setting up scheduled shows. and then getting up early and, you know, going and getting that conflower back. You know, I think I could pull it off. I think I could do it, man. I think I could do it. Saturday morning comic talk. All those guys are actually doing their show. I get to pop in remote from the floor of the car. What's happening, everybody? You know, got some real comic talk for you. Hey, you, what's in that bag? Come here, show me what you bought. That's the kind of shit I like to do at the top. And get the fans involved. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Show them a little something. Oh, look, y'all into Ozzy? Look, we got this Ozzy edition, you know, this con edition Ozzy art here, covered by Les Garner. Oh, Les, yeah, he's right over there. Go there and have him sign it. Go ahead. I got this all figured out. Les, got it all figured out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Dirk would be like over there on Artist Alley, right? Because he goes there, you know, like everything he sells, he'd be like, "Hey, go over there and get Les to sign." So you know what I mean? It's like that kind of action going on. We also have, you know, gaming people and stuff in the madness, so you'd be able to do some Dice Alliance type networking as well. You know, I mean, I'm going to make this something that works for everybody across the board.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That would be very cool.
And they do have a big area that they rope off for demoing games, like tabletop games.
Nice.
So, you know, we just grab a couple of them people that are playing something. Hey, come over here by the booth. Play that over here at the booth. We'll put it on. We'll put it on. And then you can, you know, we talk about Dice Alliance, all kind of shit, man. That's the whole point. I want to get in front of actual people on the floor, man, where they're excited. They just paid a bunch of money to get in here. You know?
I hear you, man.
Here, right? They're excited to be here, and you got to give them a reason to be more excited. You got to give them a reason to prove that excitement was, you know, that it wasn't hype. You came up here, we're going to give you a show. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
I got you, man.
Good artists, good game developers, good authors. Put all these people behind in the Madness booth, in the Madness Road Show is born. That's how we do it.
All right. Making me a little bit antsy here.
And then I just heard that Tara Reid is going to be at the Hall of Heroes Comic. Yeah, that's an old school crush. I don't know how she looks now. Yeah, no. She was a hottie back in the day. Wasn't she in American Pie? Isn't that the one she was in?
Oh, yeah.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, she's going to be at Hall of Heroes, and Kevin Sorbo's going to be at Hall of Heroes, so Pop's going to be at Hall of Heroes. You know.
Nice.
I got to do my thing. Now, I'm talking to them about the same thing, about letting us set up and cover the show for the weekend, but they have a smaller building, and I don't know if they can give up the space or not. We'll see what's up.
Let's come here and drop some more ink.
I mean, I told him, I said, put us in the corner by the bathroom. I don't freaking They always have this car exhibit, right, with all the cars. They got the Ghostbuster car and the Batmobile and all the cars, right? It's like, and I was like, man, that would be the perfect backdrop. If you could just put us off to the side of them, they'd be the perfect backdrop for the stuff we do. You know? But we'll see. But I just want to get this thing going, man. I really do. Okay, we got the road crew built, right? And we did that, okay, and that's rolling, and Still got a couple of things to work on there, but it's, you know, it's up and rolling. It's part of the schedule. I get it done. I need something else. And what's next? You know me, Les. What's next, right?
Mm.
Just like you. What's next? There ain't no resting on your laurels bullshit, right?
Oh, I hear you, man.
I mean, that's when things get stagnant, when you quit working.
Yep. Totally hear you. Totally hear you, man. So now we're starting to hit this with some ink and smoothing some stuff out.
Get Dustin to come over. He's in Ohio. It's not too far. Get him to come over. You know, he can help me MC the show.
Don't like that player. Don't.
I got plans, man. I got plans.
Hmm?
It's like I need somebody at the booth monitoring the live feed the whole time. But I also want somebody, a remote reporter walking the floor, talking to people, doing shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we'd have that on the share screen. And put it up on the big screen behind the booth. You know, people walk by. Oh, shit, that dude's walking around. You know? You have a little camera with a little sign over dude's head, the little red blinking light says, on air.
Whew.
That'd be fun.
Turn that off. See when I need to close up. Close that up. Close that up.
So yeah, tonight over on Pilled, you got First Impressions at 9 o'clock.
Nice.
With Ed and Dash. I don't know what album they listened to for the first time and are going to talk to us about, but that's what that show is, Les. They pick an album they never listened to and they listen to it, come out and get their first impression.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool show, especially when they're doing an album that I know something about.
Mm.
You know. And then there's see, that's the other thing, Ghost Pepper. I used to try to come out before their show on Pill and play the actual album that they were gonna cover, right? So that everybody could hear the album that they were about to give a review on. But Wednesday night's too fucking slam for me. I got like 3 shows going live at the same time. You know? And it's just like I could not add a 4th one between 7 and 10 o'clock. And just no way I could do it. But if I had somebody else that was willing to go out on Pilled and jam that album, we call it First Impressions Music. And then they come out right after you play the music. They talk about the album. Hell, they might even let you join them. I just need somebody else to play that music on Pilled because I can't. And sometimes it's really bad and I don't want to. Like when they doing Taylor Swift, my granddaughter is Taylor Swift. To the point where my granddaughter likes Travis Kelce. He's Taylor's best boyfriend yet. I just fuck almost fell out my chair when she told me that. I was like, man, kid.
That shit's goofy.
Yeah, it just cracks me up, man. It's like they've got him all so programmed now. Don't give your kid a phone till he's like 15 and you explain to him how stupid they are. Till he knows how stupid the social media and internet is. Don't give him, man. Because they'll be seeing videos you don't want them to see. Period.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, it's bad enough they just go watch YouTube. Sometimes they're, man, what are you watching? Turn that shit off. You know? It's just like, I just walk by and be like, F-bomb, 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 bomb, 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 F-bomb, F-bomb. Yeah, you can turn that off, boy. You don't need that.
That's funny.
It's crazy. It's what it is, man. Can you imagine in front of your dad
Oh,
playing any of the music that is out there today?
mm,
I mean, damn, man. It's crazy. I'm kind of glad my dad didn't see how bad it got. Hope he's up there doing something else other than watching how bad it's getting. You know?
mm.
That's real right there.
Okay. This is absolutely the most tedious part of this, is going through and trying to do these finished inks and really build this stuff out, man. That is tedious. Tedious. It's here. That's going to be out here, so I'm going to do boom. It's going to come up to here. Boom, boom, boom. That.
So yeah, 4 weeks in, a little over 4 hours into it, 4.5 hours into it, maybe.
Oh yeah, it's I mean, it's tedious work, this stuff, you know.
Well, I mean, it's tedious work, especially if you're going to put like real solid art behind it, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can coloring book it really quick, right?
Yeah, the coloring actually goes real quick.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, you could like do it more basic, not the art not be as detailed, whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm really simplifying the crap out of my art style to do this. Which,
Well, I know you're simplifying your art style, but that's what I'm pointing out is that that's what you got to do in order.
yeah,
to
I mean that's why animation looks like animation does most of the time. It's because it has to be just dramatically simplified in order to get it done.
Yeah, and some of it is way more simple than others.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, you got Simpsons, right? Same thing always, right? King of the Hill, same thing always.
Oh yeah, there's so many shortcuts you can use.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff like that.
Oh, they changed shirt color. Still just did the same thing they did last week. You just didn't notice because they were talking about something else, but it was the same clip.
Yep.
Right?
A lot of times, animations that we watch on TV are probably about 60 to 70% of the actual animation is canned. So they've planned it out and gone ahead and done all these clips, and that that's how it works. Which I ain't hating on it.
No, I mean, you got stuff that you can reuse all the time. Bart walking down the street. Okay, we got a different background. It's still Bart walking down the street. Oh, he's wearing different shoes. Oh, it's still Bart walking down the street, right? You know what I mean? He's on his skateboard. It's dark. Oh, they changed the color of the shoes or whatever, but it's still Bart on the skateboard, the same clip we saw last time.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't notice because the like I said, the topic is different, or the background. It's where he's skateboarding is different. Yeah, but it was still Bart on his skateboard.
Yep.
That didn't change. That's the same all the time, right? There's some that's really simple, and then there's stuff where you get like X-Men or DC animation where they're really trying to do something special, or like when Lord of the Rings did that, where they laid the live action over, what was it, Hildebrand art?
Might have been, yeah, on Lord of the Rings. I know my all-time favorite animated movie is Fire and Ice, that was done by Ralph Bakshi and Frank Frazetta. And Frank, like all the backgrounds in that movie are paintings Frank did for them to use as backgrounds. It's incredible. So, and then they filmed actors and rotoscoped all the animation. The smartest way to do that.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I mean, frankly, what I'm doing with this is not how I would normally animate. Not by a long shot. Nope, 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 nope. I will go out and scour video clips. I'll scour YouTube. Look at places that have like stock video. Or when in doubt, of course, now, with my arm, I'm a little more limited in what I can film of myself, just because if it's a two-handed thing, it ain't happening. But I'll get a friend to act stuff out, and I'll film them acting it out, and then I'll animate over that. Because what I'm doing here of animating frame to frame without reference is honestly kind of stupid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really kind of one of the dumbest ways to do it, truth be told. And I'm kind of kicking myself for even starting it that way. But, it be what it be.
Well, I mean, it's the object is to help teach people that don't know, and you can't go in with the high tech, like doing stuff that they have no idea what you're doing, and expect them to be able to learn, right?
I mean, sort of.
It's like we're trying to, when you started this, it was to try and show people that this can be done in
oh yeah,
in a way.
There's a lot that can be done by a person by themselves.
Yeah,
folks really don't realize, and that's something that I'm always very hip to focus on. Is you can actually do way more by yourself than people think.
And the whole thing was you wanted to show them, look, this is this is what I'm using, and this is what I'm going to do, and you pretty much did it. It's like you're going to do a short clip animation. You're going to show people the time involved and the amount of work involved, so that they can make a gauge for when somebody says, "Hey, I want $12,000 for that 1 minute clip." They can go, "What?"
Oh yeah. There's a lot of times when somebody will say, "Hey man, how much would it cost me to have this animated?" And a lot of times I will just simply say, "You don't have enough." I won't even give them a number. I'll just be like, "You don't have enough. Trust me."
But there, as in other cases, it's like, are they that good that they're worth that? You see what I'm saying? Because I know you're good, right?
Oh yeah.
And you're showing people a simplistic, 2-second clip, and they see how long it's taking you to do it, and now they can gauge, is this other guys aren't even close to the quality, and is the stuff they've done. Hold up, let me just show you what I'm saying. Is the stuff they've done stand up to something like this? Do you hear me talking?
Yeah, sort of.
Did you see what I played?
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, I played that for everybody. It's like That's what you did. That's a 17-second clip, right?
That's 17 very difficult seconds of animation right there.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that's the quality of your work. Now, if somebody coming at them and they want $12,000 for a 1-minute trailer, it better be that good or better.
Yeah.
It better be way better than that.
It's pretty crazy.
That's good. You're not gonna get better than that. You know what I mean?
It's pretty wild, you know.
I can't believe the prices that people are trying to charge. Look, most of these guys don't make $12,000 on their campaign. Your trailer is not going to make them $12,000.
Mm-hmm.
You can't charge them that, and you got to come up with a more simplistic way to do this, like what Les is talking about right here. You know, it can still be good, but you got to bring it down into the price range that indie creators can deal with. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
And if you're gonna pay for one, pay for a short one, 20-second, like that one we just showed you. You know,
I actually think that short clip right there is doing more for us than the long ones ever do.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That of course, I told you, I posted it the other night on our YouTube Shorts, and it got 1,000 views. So I hope that helped.
I mean, we hit the initial funding goal almost as soon as we launched, so that was pretty cool.
Beautiful. There's been quite a bit of that lately. People going straight to their goal. Chris Brown hit his goal right away. Nem hit his goal right away. Lori hit her goal right away. Everybody, bang, 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 bang. They're all taking off. Sam Bear's, I think, close to his goal, or maybe hit already. I love watching that stuff. The one we launched yesterday is, I think, 25% funded. You know, it's over $1,000, 25% funded, 25 backers. You know, we launched it yesterday and never heard of the dude before. You know, but the book looks good. Can I tell you?
At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Is like, does the stuff look good? If it looks good, you know, then there you go. So I'm not. I don't know. I have kind of a weird attitude about a lot of stuff anymore. So that's.
I just want to see people selling good books. That's all. You know me. That's all it's ever been about. Let's get independent comics in comic fans' hands. That's all. Real simple. Big Two let me down. I'm gonna help you guys out instead. That's it.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this will look like once I've got smooth ink on it here. Definitely can't do the whole thing today, but we'll see where it ends up. Don't like that. Don't do that. Nope. Taking it back. No. Right there. Right there. Boom. 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 Let's see here. Okay. Let's go from there.
What's happening to me, Ghost Pepper? every time I look over at Pill, he's got that that Muttley dog.
Mm.
He's got a little gift of that little Muttley dog laughing every time I look over there. You know. Yeah, man, we're almost like 90 minutes in, dude.
Let's see here now. Do. Mm-hmm. Do. Let's fill that in.
So if you missed the first 3 episodes of Les doing animation, you can go back and watch. Go back and watch from the beginning to this point and see how he got here. Listen.
Yep. Because it's all right there for you folks. You know what's funny is doing this stuff, when you go to do your detailed stuff, having spent a lot of time doing this where you're just doing something that causes you to burn out hundreds and hundreds of drawings real fast, then when you go to do the detailed stuff, you will be so much better at it every time. I mean, it's totally different mindset, different way of drawing, but it will improve you a lot. I mean, it's just the principles are the same. You're just not putting down as many lines. And it's a lot of there's a lot of truth in the idea that repetition just makes improvement.
No, I mean, anything, man. You know, you field a lot of ground balls, you don't fumble as many of them, right? You got to practice, you know, you got to look for the fairway, you got to smack the ball down the fairway. You know, if you're hitting it in the woods every time, then you need to go to the driving range, learn to hit the ball straight. And the more you work at it, the better you'll get at it. That's all. Goes with everything, people. Of course, I've never gotten any better at streaming. But I went back and watched one of them old CRoM episodes, like number 3 or something. Holy crap. I was horrible at that. Had no idea what I was doing.
That's funny, man.
I mean, seriously, I didn't have any idea. I just dove into doing that because COVID wiped everything out. I'm trying to help people. So I never gave a second thought to it. I just started doing it. I'm going to schedule a whole weekend show. Let me tell you what, the Monday after that, I was like,
never again.
At first, I couldn't believe I made it through it. And second, it was like, and you promised everybody you're going to do it again next month. Holy shit. And it became an every month thing, man, for 3.5 years. It's crazy. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. What's up? Avante is mid. What's happening? He said, this is awesome. This is awesome. Welcome to the madness, bro. We got all kinds of different shows up in here.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Les is working on some animation right now. You come in toward the end of the show, though.
Yeah, it's getting about that time.
He wants to know if you're up for commissions in the future.
Always up for commissions.
There you go. And you can hit me up, or you can find Les Garner Artist on Facebook.
Yeah, it's actually better to hit me on my personal Facebook account because I'm very bad. I've got like 3 different artist related pages, and I'm bad about not keeping up with them. I just admit it, I just straight up admit it.
What the hell? I know, but I can get a hold of them here. I get a hold of them at this link all the time. I'll go.
Yeah, okay? Actually, Pops is probably one of the fastest ways to get a hold of me.
Yeah, and I am Pops fans on Facebook.
So, this is just a thing. Like, I probably get anywhere from 1 to 10 like friend requests and stuff a day, and I actually delete a lot of them, and I get a lot of messages and stuff, and and it's not me being like a jerk to anybody, but I just don't have the time to field a lot of it. So it's like I can either do my job and keep doing my job, or I can talk to everybody who wants me to talk to them. And it's like, well, usually they want me to talk to them about my job. So it's like, well, if y'all like stuff I'm doing, don't get mad if I can't talk to you because I keep doing more of
it. and seriously, if you want to get a hold of Les, you want to get something done, hit me up. I'll put you in touch with him. That's no problem.
Oh man, that's looking better and better once it got some ink on it.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me blow that back up. Hold up. There you go. Head's gonna go flying. So, hello, Pixelated. What's up? He said, do you know why camouflage is spelled like camouflage and not what? I don't know. Yeah, it looks sick though. Looks sick. It does. I'm killing it.
All right, y'all. Well, I am going to call it because I'm about a half hour. I'm over a half hour past time to close out, and I got some errands I got to go run. But I hope y'all enjoy watching me sit here and meticulously walk through what it is like to do hand-drawn animation because, boy, howdy, is it tedious.
Man, look, man, you're killing it, though. You get to go back to your real work, right?
Yep.
Now you get to go back to stuff you get paid for.
A bunch of stuff to do now that's waiting on me. I've got a bunch of people who have backed Oz issue number 2 who are going to be getting some original sketches. Nice. So I need to get on to doing some of those. Which, if you haven't gone and backed Oz number 2 yet, what are you waiting for? Get over there and do it.
Is that this Gear City that I have over here? Is that what that is?
There's Gear City is coming up after Oz number 2.
Oz was the one I showed you guys earlier. The show
and that's got what was it? I got distracted for a second. Yeah, it's actually got a QR code at the end that'll take you straight to the Kickstarter.
I did see that, but who's gonna wait for that? Is it you see there's so many Oz number 2s. It's
yeah, it's a little irritating other people doing Oz books right now, but it's okay. It's Oz. We can all play with it.
Yours is what? Oz what?
Oz The Nightmare in Emerald, number 2.
That's what. Now let's see if Google will give it to me. There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. I got a link. 39 backers, $2,820. It's funded. Go get you some.
Oh yeah, we're not even that far into the campaign either. So I'm excited about that. I'll tell you the thing that's coming up that I'm super excited about. I should have shown some stuff on the stream about it today, but I will next week. Next week we'll have a bunch of stuff to show. Is Gasp #2, because Gasp #2, I am stupidly happy with the way it came out. It's the story. God, I can't remember the guy's name. We're doing a thing from time to time now with Gasp where the main story in it will come from somebody who is not from comics. We'll bring out a writer. We'll approach different writers from horror who have followings and up and coming or whatever and are not part of comics, and they will bring us an original plot, an original story, original idea of theirs, and hand it off to me for me to turn into a one-shot Gasp main 32-page story. And I'm having so much fun with that, like taking other people's stories and then turning them into a comic. And this one that's coming out in Gasp #2 will be the first one. It's so much fun.
I just want to throw this out there. We do have a few people in the madness that are authors but do not do comic.
Well, point them my way because I'd love to have a couple of them.
One of them was in the chat. Dustin. He's written some short stories. You know, it's like Chris Brown, Slaughterbill. Right?
Well, tell him to get a hold of me because I'd like to check out some stuff because I'm building up a little catalog of authors and stories that I'm going to be adapting into stuff in Gasp, and I'm just having a blast with it, man. So
well, Chris is one of them other people that I'm trying to get to fill that madness booth too. So I'm trying to get all the right people in the right place at the right time. You know what
I've got a couple of folks already who I'm talking to about stories who I think will be some names that are gonna. There's one in particular that I hope he agrees to do it, and if he does, it'll just be super sweet. So there's a lot of good stuff going on, man. We're having a good time with this.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna play some ads on the way out of here, but I want you to hang out, bro.
All right, man. I'll stick around.
Just for a minute. It won't take long.
Right.
Peace, everybody. Let's see. We'll show the Gear City Find them. What do you think? We'll show that.
There you go.
Presented by Resolute Bliss with our friends at Live Storm Chasers, because real storms inspire the darkest of legends.
This storm's trying to take us back.
Back to Gear City?
Not again.
Run! Here it comes. There she is. It's the witch.
She sure knows how to make an entrance.
I do hope you'll join me. Not Oz like you've known. Welcome to my corner of Oz, a place called Gear City. Back Gear City, a tale from the broken world of Oz, coming soon to Kickstarter from Resolute Bliss Publishing.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group